Oh, great. Great what? Is there anything else? What? Yeah, don't know what they're saying. Yeah, I'll just read that one later. Maybe get to it tomorrow. Now, I don't think those are the responses that you want to get when a teacher reads your emails. So, if you want to have happier, quicker responses from your teachers when you send them communication through emails, then watch this video about tips on how to communicate with your teacher. Okay, so tip number 1, the subject line. What on earth is this for? So the subject line is the very first thing that a teacher would see as they're skimming through their emails. They got a lot of emails they're going through, and honestly, they don't pick everything that's just in order most of the time. They look at the subject line, try to see what catches their eye first. So in your subject line, you should keep it pretty simple and to the point, like help figuring out grade. It doesn't have to be super long, just keep it to the point. Ooh. Okay, so I've seen 3 major problems with subject lines. Either they're too long, there's no subject at all, or they're vague. Now these 3 problems just make it harder for the teacher to read. In the end, it's not going to be the end of the world for you or for your email or whatever, but it does make it harder for the teacher to read. So what they may end up doing is they'll put that email to the bottom of their priority list, and they may end up getting to it later than you want them to. So if you want your emails to be a lot quicker, you should probably have better subject lines. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at the bad examples. Mr. Duncan, I wanted to ask you about my grade and why is it always so low? Could you help me figure out? Oh, jeez. So much for being concise. Wonder what their subject, their body is all about. Oh, nope, that's all they wrote. Got it. Let's see, Mr. Duncan. Maybe I should respond only in the subject line. That would be interesting. Oof, no good. Way too long. Okay, forgot to put the subject. Well, luckily Gmail realizes that people don't put subjects sometimes, so they put the body in there. It's a good thing I'm not reading this on my phone, otherwise I wouldn't have caught that. Grade. Assignment. Help. Yeah, those are all pretty vague. Now let's take a closer look at the good examples. Okay, notice how all these subject lines are very specific, with the exception of maybe one, but it's clear enough to get the point across. Instructions for persuasive essay. Very good subject, very clear and concise. Great for level 2 genetics quiz. Oh wow, that is pretty clear, like very specific on exactly what they need help with. Like that's something I can answer. Help studying. Okay, student probably needs help studying. Okay, I get that. Ah, that's a great subject line. I know exactly what they need. Help with Pythagorean theorem assignment. Perfect. Here we go. Okay, now let's talk about the body of the email, the main part where you're actually typing the email out. Here you can do a lot of good things and a lot of bad things to mess you up. Let's talk about them. Yeah, I'll just respond to this one later. What are my missing assignments? What's my grade in your class? So these questions seem pretty legitimate. You know, what's my grade? What are my missing assignments? But you want to avoid asking questions that you can just easily look up on Canvas or Skyward. Because let's play through a scenario. So let's say you want to know your grade in a class. Just pull out your phone, look on the computer. It takes 5 minutes or a lot less usually to figure it out. Or you send an email to a teacher and that could end up taking a day for them to respond, maybe at most or more. And it ends up wasting your time as well as wasting some of their time. And so not so great in the end. Will teachers actually respond to these kind of questions? Of course they will. You know, they're your teacher, they care about you, they're professionals, they will get back to you, of course. But just think about the time that's spent for them to respond to you as well as for you to send the email and the wait time for that. That's really vague. Can you help me? I need to retake my test. Can you help me with my assignment? Okay, bottom line here, if you want a good response from your teacher and you want it quickly, having a vague email is the worst way to do it. That's just the opposite of what you're actually going to get. So what you should do is remember, they can't read your mind. Be very specific. Okay, so let's take a deeper look into some of these vague examples, as well as seeing some good examples while we're at it. I need to retake my test. Which one? Yeah, I got a bad grade, so very specific. Bad grade on a test, specific test right here. That I understood material. Could we do a video call tomorrow about some concepts from, yeah, very, very clear. Good job, Joel T. Jenston. Nailed it, fist bump. Can you help me with my assignment? Well, yeah, but which one? Was it the one on evolution or Newton's laws or electromagnetism, maybe gravity or Pythagorean theorem or theory of relativity? You know what? Yeah, just email me a specific one and I'll get back to you on that. I didn't understand that assignment. What should I do to get help on that? Ah, perfect. Yeah, I can answer that one. Boom! Can you help me? Okay, that one is vaguer than vague. You are not going to get a great answer here. If you want, a teacher could answer you like this. Why, yes. What sort of help do you need? Medical? Psychological? Academic? Wah, 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 wah. Mr. Duncan, I noticed I was missing my persuasive essay. Where do I find the instructions for that again? Yes, asking for specific help. Oh yeah, very clear. I know exactly what assignment they're talking about and I know what they want me to do about it. Where do they find the instructions? Cool, yeah, I can give them the instructions. I would love that. Do you know what my grade is on level 2 genetics quiz? Oh, yeah, I can look that up. Awesome. Yeah, that was a great example. If you notice, all the good examples had very specific questions, whereas all the bad examples had very vague questions. Hopefully those help you. Oh yeah, now finally, don't forget to put your name at the bottom. Sometimes you might think we just can figure it out, but sometimes we can't. Who in the world is Frog Lover? Also, that brings me to another point. You should probably just use your school Gmail account, because that way, in case you forget to put your name at the bottom, it's at least automatically put there in the subject line. Here's some great examples of that. Okay, that should be it. Good luck on those emails. Bye. So I hope those tips were helpful to you. If you need some more helps, check out some of the other tutorial videos. In the meantime, send some great messages this year.